Hey, folks, so today I want to have a debate or start the debate on when's the appropriate time to bring up financing at the kitchen table. And I really want you to chime in the comments with your thoughts on this because I think this is a productive conversation and I do believe it's going to help a lot of contractors. And just for the record, the reason I'm bringing this up is because every once in a while I'll come across contractors that tell me that they think it's critically important that you bring up financing at the beginning of the appointment. They do a warm up, they sit at the table, and before they even look at the project, they ask the homeowner, well, how are you planning on paying for this? And look, I understand why they do it, right? They want to feel out the homeowner. Are they paying cash? Are they unsure? Do they know they're going to finance it? Some of them believe that you need to do a credit check early so that you can then base the entire presentation around whatever payment the homeowner qualifies for. And like from that point of view, it sounds efficient. But I've been doing this a long time and I've seen how homeowners actually react. And here's where I land on it. When you bring up financing too early, you come off like you're steering the conversation towards money before you've even earned the right to talk about the money. And it can feel kind of pushy and it might even make people tighten up. You also miss a huge emotional moment because think about it, the homeowner hasn't even seen the inspection yet. They don't know what you found. They don't know anything about your company. They haven't seen the solution. They're literally not feeling anything yet. So when you bring up financing at that point, it kind of happening in a vacuum. There's no context. And without context, the only thing they're likely to feel is pressure. The other thing that happens is you also run the risk of hurting trust with certain buyers. I mean, you're going to bring up financing early, and some buyers are going to ask, why the hell is he asking me that question now? He doesn't even know what I need yet. And right there, they start guarding themselves. And you know better than I do that the minute that wall goes up, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're going to spend the entire appointment trying to climb over that wall. So let me explain the way that I've always believed it should be done. You're going to do your warm-up, you're going to sit down, you're going to ask your questions, you're going to listen, you're going to do an inspection, you're going to take pictures, you're going to recap what you've seen and what you've heard. You're going to tell your company's story, you're going to lay out your solution that fixes their problem. And then at the moment they're already emotionally leaning forward, that's when you show them the proposal. And when I slide my proposal over, the price and the payment are right there together. Same page, same time, no build up, no dramatic reveal. And then I just say something like, hey, look, the only reason I'm offering you those payments is because if it was me, I'd much rather hold on to my cash and use somebody else's money to pay for this. It's entirely up to you. That's it. No big sales pitch, no pressure. It's just me offering them an option. And the reason I think this lands so well is because now the homeowner already wants what you're offering them. They've seen the problem, they've connected to the solution, they trust the company, they trust you, so the payment isn't a big strategy, it's just the natural next step. It feels like you're helping them. And look, I'm not saying the other approach never works. It does. Plenty of contractors use it. But I believe that bringing up financing too early changes the tone of the appointment, and it can make it look like you're chasing an approval instead of actually focused on helping the homeowner. So for me, it's simple. Financing belongs at the moment of truth, not at the beginning of the conversation. When you wait until the homeowner is already emotionally connected and ready to make a decision, the payment option actually helps them instead of worrying them. And that's why after all these years, I still believe the right place for financing is at the end, right next to the price, when it actually makes sense. So you're going to build the emotional case first, present your solution, then present the price right next to the payment, just like it's another option for a normal person making a normal financial choice. That's how most people actually think. And when you show the payment at the same time as the price, you're doing something powerful. You're saying to the prospect, here's the real number, and here's a way that we can make it painless if you'd like to hang on to your cash. It doesn't feel like a pitch. It feels like you're looking out for them. And look, I believe the financing as a step two approach can work, but it does lean a little bit on pressure and not enough on trust. It might get approvals early, but it starts the visit with a money conversation instead of the all-important needs and value conversation. So please share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Now go sell something.